It's your commissioner, and I'm coming to you live after the Monday night Achilles atrocity for the New York Jets. A date that Jets fans will remember forever as one of the worst dates. Well, maybe not the worst, but 4 plays into our game, the Jets season is over. Yes, I can admit it. Jets season is over. But fantasy football is just getting started. And welcome to week one's breakdown. I'm here to break down all the matchups, talk about all the stuff. And I tell you what, for those that know that this Aaron Rodgers injury has killed me. I haven't felt so bad since the Knicks drafted Frank Ntilikina. And those who know. Let's move on to the matchups. We'll start with myself, Bijan Frise. A little Bijan mustard on some giblets versus Paul Stingo, and it was a tight matchup. It was done by the afternoon games, and I was scared. I did not have a great score. I won 82-78 in a tight matchup. I was led by Bijan Robinson with 17 points and my quarterback with 21. Not much else anywhere else on my team, but I did suffer 3 injuries that week to Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, and Mark Andrews. I am struggling. Paul was led by Austin Ekeler, 24 points, but the real story of Paul's team was the 6 points from Lamar Jackson and a big old goose egg, 0 points from Dallas Goedert. He ran 95% of the snaps in that game and still had no points. That is just unfortunate for Paul. Not a bad pickup, but didn't get any points. Moving right along to the next matchup, Rocket Rooster versus the leader of the family. Rocket Rooster is, of course, Keenan versus Siobhan, the true leader of that family. I am obligated to say that. Let the debates begin. Rocket Rooster took the big win, 111-94. Siobhan would have beat 8 other people in a league with that score, but that's fantasy football, and that's how it goes. She was led by 21 points from Tony Pollard, and he looked really good when them Cowboys were whooping on them Giants. So, anyway, Keenan with the number 1 overall pick, Christian McCaffrey with 24 points. Damn, that boy's good. And Tua had 27 for him. Keenan talked that shit last week, and he backed it up. Moving on to the next matchup, which is Megatron Jared versus Graham Stiffs Balls. Jared versus Logan, and it was not really a competitive contest. 111-79, Jared smoked Logan. He was led by a monster performance from Tyreek Hill of 39 points and 25 points from Aaron Jones. Kudos to you, Jared. Logan was led by Michael Pittman with 19 points, and that was about all I could say good about his team. Moving on to the next matchup is Team Dom versus Cooking and Mixing It Up. Let me tell you something. This is a good matchup. Not a lot of good points. Dom with the win, 83-66. Ouch, that's a low score. Dom dominated with a terrible score. He would have beat me, though. Dom was not confident going into the night games, but it all worked out because James just had a mediocre score. James was led by his kicker, Bass, with 13 points. That's never a good sign. Moving on to the high score alert. High score alert. Team Ilucci, that's Vinny putting it down with 142 points. More than doubled the person he was playing with 65 points. That's Buckle Up Buttercup. Joey Vinny got a lot of points. 35 from Dallas. How'd they do? Oh, yeah. They whooped up on them Giants 40-0. Just in case anybody missed the game. I just want to let everybody know. He also got 20 points from a pair of wide receivers, Calvin Ridley and Justin Jefferson. Joey, you buttercup, you better buckle up because J.K. Dobbins helped lead your team with 10 points and he's done for the year. Oh, God, something tells me I will be talking about Joey's team a little later on today. Moving on to the next matchup is I'm a Worker versus Homies with the extra chromies. This is a big-time matchup with a bit of shit talking, especially from Graham. And he backed it up with a win. All right? Graham thought he was done, but then he got 20 points from the Jets defense on Monday night, and it was enough to push him over by about 4 points. He also got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Etienne to throw in 19 points apiece. Matt got a big game from Stephon Diggs with 21 points, but disappointing efforts elsewhere. It's surprising that the Jets scored 20 points and Diggs got 21 points in the same game. Moving on to the free agents, something I want to talk to everybody about is now there are offer reports. You can check who put in how much money for what players, who overpaid for what, where, when, and why. Let's talk about the Buttercups. They went bananas, spending $52 of free agent budget, totally revamping their team. Joey spent $21 on Puka Nacua. He spent $14 on Kendrick Bourne, $11 on Josh Kelly, and $6 on Kenny Gainwell. I'm not going to lie, he beat me on some of those bids. Usually I come through with the big ones, but Joey wanted the players and he went and got them. Megatron J paid $10 for Justice Hill, who had 2 touchdowns this week. Siobhan spent $3 on Jordan Love because Kenny Pickett stinks. And she spent $2 on Hunter Henry and $2 on Kyron Williams. James added the Gus Edwards in the absence of J.K. Dobbins, and I added a kicker for no dollars. Well, that's it for this week's breakdown. Pretty sure I got everybody in there. The only couple of notes I want to add to this is let's keep this chat popping. Love the shit talking. Keep talking your shit. Better back it up, though, because you're going to eat it. Also, I need everybody who has not sent me money to send me the money. Show me the money. All right? This week, by week 3, I want all the money in. Otherwise, by week 4, we're going to start talking about 10-point penalties to your team if the money is not in, unless you talk to me on the side and give me a good reason. All right? And there should be no question. Everybody should know the loser puts on the headphones and sings a song picked by the winner. We are going to have a loser's bracket. Bottom 6 teams are going to play their way out to the loser, and we will figure out who's singing what. That's it for me this week. Good luck to everybody in your matchups next week.